Hi, it's me, Rachel Lynn, and today is my mid-month update. It is the middle of February, and that means a mid-month check-in on my budget. So let's get started, shall we? I don't really have any notes right now. Well, I didn't add it in the notes, but it's something that I'm thinking about. And I know that for my February setup, I think it was, I was trying to figure out what to do with an extra $25 a month. A lot of you said to put it towards debt, but I was thinking that it might be time for me to start kind of like a YouTube sinking fund. Now, right now, I kind of feel like my laptop sinking fund is the big one on that, and it will eventually morph into that, but I feel like I should go ahead and maybe start putting an extra $25 a month towards YouTube kind of things. Whether that's a new camera, whether that is better lighting, which I feel like my lighting's okay. It's a bit bright, but it's okay. Or that might be a new computer, which I'm going to need soon. It could be a new external hard drive, which hopefully the one that I got for my birthday from my parents will last me at least a little while. So anyway, I'm kind of thinking about just maybe putting the extra $25 towards YouTube kind of stuff. So let's kind of go through how I've been doing on my spending this month. My church spending is normal. I have not done any extra giving this month. My savings, I got $1.36 in interest from my Capital One checking and savings accounts. I also have a link down below because I highly recommend the Capital One accounts, and if you use my link down below, then you get a little bit of extra money, and then I also get a little bit of extra money, and that kind of like helps us both out, which is really nice. And then I have already put my money towards my undergrad payment. That comes out automatically from a separate account. So I put it into the other account. It's actually supposed to go on the 5th, but I think the 5th was like on the weekend or somewhere in there. For some reason it came out on the 1st, which is fine. And then this is technically my rent, which is my undergrad degree that I am paying the student loans on while I live at home. And then that covers my rent for living at home, because that's basically what I would be paying my dad, but instead of paying my dad for rent, I pay my undergrad degree, since they are paying for my undergrad degree altogether. Then for my graduate loan that I'm responsible for, the minimum payment is $125.23. That is another one that automatically comes out of a separate account. So that money has already been put into that account, ready for that to come out. I have not made my extra student loan payment yet. I like to do that at the end of the month once I see exactly how much I have left over completely. And I don't like to, because my minimum on putting extra towards my student loan debt is $1,000. I kind of like to have that there until the end of the month when I get paid starting for the next month, so that I can, like, it's just a safety thing for me to know, like, okay, well, my car didn't go out this month, like, I can go ahead and apply that towards the debt. It's kind of partially, I guess, my emergency fund. So it's just a safety thing for me that I don't like to do it until the end of the month, even though I could probably save a little bit on interest by making extra student loan payments. I do not add anything to my extra checking account, because that is just where I keep my half of my emergency fund, and then that is also where all of my credit card payments come out of that account, and so that my full statement balance is paid off every month, and I transfer all that money to that account so that they get paid off, but then it's not in my main account where I see it and think that I have money to spend. That money's already been spent. I just like to use the cash rewards on my credit cards. I did a video all about that, so if you want to check that out, I will link it above somewhere. I think I'm on the wrong side of anyway, I'll link it up above. I have not added money to my sinking funds yet. I like to do that also at the end of the month. And then HP Instant Ink, Verizon, and Netflix, they have not come out yet. So my gas, I spent $19.76 at the very beginning of the month. I kind of wish that I had done it the month before and used that money in January instead of February, but I think it's going to be fine because the gas prices have been kind of cheaper lately anyway, so I think it's okay. I still have $40 left and a good amount in my gas tank right now. So for my groceries, I spent $15.46 at Target for snacks. This is actually after I spent a lot of money on gift cards and used up all of my Target gift cards. I actually spent $70.46 and only had to spend $15.46 out of pocket, and I should get the $70 completely back to me in a refund that I will put in my income section as soon as I get that check, and then that will go into my income, and so all of that money will actually go to debt, and I'm very excited about that. I spent $22.45 at Target for groceries for myself, and then $18.26 at Kroger for groceries for myself. I have not spent anything from my teaching allocation. Of course, I do like to buy listening center books from Scholastic once a month, and so I do plan on spending that money soon. I spent $25.88 at Sephora, and I actually spent $50.88 at Sephora, but I had a $25 gift card. And then I spent 99 cents at Apple. That was actually more on the Apple, like on the app, to get more cloud storage space for my phone. Because I had my phone replaced. I think it might have been my January recap video. I was talking about how my Wi-Fi and GPS were not working, and I went to the Apple store and they said, oh yeah, that's a problem, and you just had your battery replaced, and so I'm not saying it's anybody's fault, but it's probably our fault, so you get a whole new phone for free. And I got a brand new phone. It's the exact same phone I had. It's still an iPhone 6, a brand new iPhone 6, and I paid the 99 cents for the extra storage so that everything on my phone could be uploaded into the cloud so that it could all come onto my new phone, and I feel like that was well worth the 99 cents. I kind of feel like I might keep it 99 cents a month. I mean, $12 a year to store 50 gigs, like that's a lot of pictures. And then in my restaurant budget, I went out to eat at Fiesta Time. This was a very long day at school. If you don't know, I'm a kindergarten teacher, and we have a thing that we do with incoming kindergartners for the next year. It's a long night at school, and so we're at school until 6:30, and then we like to go out to eat and just kind of relax afterwards. And so I spent $15.21 at Fiesta Time, and then I spent $28.34 at Papa John's. This was actually money that my dad paid for Papa John's, and I just put it on my card, and then he paid me in cash. But because it went on my card, it comes out of my budget. So this does kind of limit my restaurant budget quite a bit. And I spent $8.79 at Salsa's. This was parent-teacher conferences, and we went out to lunch in the middle of that because it's an all-day thing. It's from 8 to 6, and we get, I think, 2 hours for lunch, and so we can go out, get a little bit of a break, and have lunch and talk, and then go back for the afternoon session of conferences. And it's a very long day, and so I feel like $8.79 in the middle of the day is well worth the price to get out of school for at least a few minutes and refresh my mind and my brain. So I only have $7.66 left in my restaurant budget, and I know that we have another night of incoming kindergarten stuff coming up towards the end of the month, but it's within the month of February. So I know that there's going to be another one of these nights coming up. I'm just going to have to try to spend as little as possible when it comes to that. I do think that I will stay well within my budget on spending money as well as my teaching budget. So if I go over a little bit, I think that's okay, but I'm going to try to keep, the next time we go out, I'm going to try to keep it as close to under $10 as possible, and then just like not go out any other time this month. Like, I cannot eat out unless it's on a gift card or if I use cash from now until the end of the month, and I just have to be really strict with myself on that. Then in my weight loss allocation, I have not spent any money yet. I missed the cutoff for a 5K race that I want to do in March that I plan on paying for, and it was going to be $40 if I paid by the end of the 14th. And my mom went into the hospital and for that whole week from the Sunday before Valentine's Day. I kind of missed that cutoff because I was worried more about my mom, and I was also trying to get my dad to do the 5K with me, so I was waiting on an answer from him if he was going to do it with me, and he's not going to do it now because of the stuff going on with my mom. And I was so afraid that the price was going up to $60, but it actually only went up to $45, so I am losing out on $5 because I did not register in time, but I have until the 21st to sign up for that 5K before the price goes up again. I'm still kind of torn on whether or not this should be a sinking fund or not. If I'm going to use leftover money that I don't use towards 5Ks, if I use that for getting new shoes, then I feel like this should be a sinking fund. But if I use my clothing budget to buy new shoes, then I don't need to use it from the weight loss, and I can just have a $50 a month budget for 5Ks. From my sinking funds, I have not spent any money at all this month. And then my favorite part is income. I love seeing the income and seeing how much I can get in a single month, and it is a great month for income thanks to my tax refund coming in very quickly, actually. So I was paid $1145.93. That is my salaried amount. So you will see that amount again down here, $1145.93, that I was paid on the 15th. I get paid twice a month, and I just count the last day of the month before. I count that as the first paycheck. I got $1.36 from Capital One interest. I made $22.15 in January off Poshmark. I have sold a couple of things there, and I've decided that at the end of each month I'm going to just like cash out. So whatever I have, I will cash out. I haven't sold anything in February as of yet, but I also haven't been posting very much on Poshmark. I still have some things posted on Poshmark as of right now, so you can always check out my Poshmark store at the Rachel Lynn and look and see what I have for sale. You might be able to find something that you would like, and I do plan on posting more on there very soon. Then I made $8.23 from all three of my diet bets after I paid for my new diet bets that I started. I should have actually made $15 more, but I was charged extra to submit extra weigh-ins so that you could win a prize, and I paid $5 for each of those games. And I also paid, I don't even know how much it was, for my 6-month bet, that my first one that I started in January. And I didn't know that you really only had to pay for it once, and I ended up paying for it 4 times, and so I lost out on another $15 of winnings because I way overpaid. I received my federal tax refund in the amount of $669. As of this video, I am still waiting on my state tax refund. That should be about $89. I'm not really sure when that will come in. I know that Kentucky can take a while sometimes. So far this month, I have made $2,992.60. So I am so excited about this because anything that is not my regular paychecks goes straight to debt. Plus at least $1,000 of, so basically like this paycheck minus $145 goes straight to debt. Then if I have anything that I haven't spent yet, that all goes straight to debt. So I am super excited about my debt payment coming up at the end of the month. So make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so that you can see how much I actually put towards debt at the end of this month. I make videos about getting out of my student loan debt, and then I also make some videos about losing some weight, and I have already lost about 15 pounds this year, so I am doing really, really well in both paying off debt and losing weight. So I would love it if you would join me on these journeys with me and help support me and encourage me, and then hopefully I can also give you some support and encouragement as well. So leave me a comment down below. Let me know how your budget is going for February. Have you overspent in any areas? Are you staying under? Are you doing really well? If you're paying off debt, are you looking to make a huge debt payment this month? have you filed your taxes? I actually posted a video about me filing my taxes just last week. And don't forget to like this video. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.